Hello everybody, Rex here. Today we're taking a look at Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Chromia. So we'll get right into this, and we'll first take a look at her mold here, which is pretty nice. She has a really nice head. It's a really nice Chromia head. Her eyes are really dark blue. I thought she might have had light piping, but she doesn't. Would have been nice if her eyes were a little bit lighter, maybe. I don't know, just seems pretty dark there. Really nice paint down the body here. Nice bit of red here as there. No battle damage at all on this figure that I can find. I mean, this is silver bit here, but I don't really think that's battle damage. But you can call it battle damage if you want. Color is really nice for Chromia. She does have quite a hefty backpack. We'll get into that in a sec. Nice feet paint right there. Really nice. A little bit of a paint mess right there. But all in all, really nicely done. There's also a little bit of paint scuff right here, and that's due to this whole section right here being clear plastic. But for that clear plastic, for the color that's on this clear plastic here, for whatever reason this is clear, the paint does even out quite a bit. For articulation on Chromia, she does have pretty good articulation. Her head can look up that far. It can spin 360, so you got that. The arms go that far straight. Can't go fully straight. It can rotate, but can't do a 360 due to the big hefty thing back here. Does rotate at the shoulder here, bends right here, bends right here due to transformation. Knees can go straight out, they can only go that far back, and the feet can't do the splits, which is weird. She can go forward that much, and she can only bend her knee. Whoops, okay, and that's one of the problems, but we're not there yet. The knee can only bend that far because of this in the way. So you can move that, she can get more bend. And then you've seen this problem, which I was getting to. This piece of her plate here only has two little clips, and due to how this clips on, I mean, if you do take that off, she can get her legs farther out, but I'm going to have to glue that on because it doesn't want to stay on, especially when you're moving the legs and things. Also, there's cut lines here. So, you know, as for the colors and everything on Chromia, it looks nice, but this is where the flaw comes from with this figure. Unlike the rest of the Siege figures that are completely remade, completely new molds, Chromia here is a heavy remold of the Power of the Prime's female figures. And that's why she has so much of a flaw, in my opinion. You know, she has these big, hefty pieces here that should have, you know, maybe have another foldage here, or been like this, and then folded in to kind of, you know, fit back here better. This backpack thing should have had a cut down the middle. This should have been just redesigned. They didn't really want to redesign, I think, Chromia here, and I hopefully when they go ahead with the other females like RC, they really remake a completely new mold, because the old molds don't work, and that's what I hate about this figure. And as you can see, articulation for the hips isn't really that much. I mean, that's as much as you get, and for a female figure, articulation isn't that good, and that really disappoints me that one of these Siege figures has this much of a flaw. And for me, I personally got Chromia just for Ironhide, because Ironhide and Chromia are a thing. I was like, alright, I'll just get her just so Ironhide has his girlfriend. But, you know, this still is a big problem here. And then when she does come out, when she's in the packaging, her pieces are out like this, and so you just want to tab those in like that. But yeah, it's not the greatest figure. So let's take her off there. She still's not that bad, but again, she could be a lot better if they did a completely new mold for her. So let's take a look at her accessory. She does come with this cool gun here, and has a lot of little clips. So here's the other two little pieces that it comes with. So it comes with all this for her gun. It's quite versatile, so you can take this, hook it up there, and you have this cool little pistol with a scope. You can take these two little pieces, you can clip them together like that, and clip it right there to give this longer barrel. And the mold on the gun is pretty nice as well. I have to say the gun is the best part out of this thing, I think. Still might be a little harsh on Chromia, but just my thoughts. Gun is still really good, and even you can take it and you can have these little other tabs right here, so you can tab that together. And you can plug that, and you have this other cool gun. So you have a lot of different things you can do. Also, the directions show you can do this and have a bigger gun, which is pretty cool. The only thing I will say that I wish this had is right here, the way this attaches is it slips in, and because of that slip in, it could easily come out, which is a little unfortunate. So I wish it was a slide in, and they could have just made this a little bit thinner. I mean, I don't know, they could have done something better there. Also, you can make these little grenades, because they do show that these can be grenades, so you can plug them in like that with Chromia, and she can be holding a little grenade that she can be throwing at a Decepticon. Alright, so there's that, and now we'll get some size comparisons out of the way. So first we'll pull out the ruler, and she stands about 5 inches tall for a Deluxe. She is quite small. Here she is next to her buddy bud Ironhide, so you can see how they scale together right there. Not bad. Also, Chromia does have nice wheel painted wheels there, which are very nice. And here is Chromia next to Voyager Optimus Prime. Alright, so now let's get into her transformation. So her transformation is quite simple, and it's pretty much, if you do have a Power of the Primes female, it pretty much does the same thing. So you just open these flaps first. You want to take the head, spin it around, pull this out of the way, fold it all the way back. You want to also turn the head, fold that all the way in, just like that. Take this whole section, pull this little bit out, take these legs, fold them back. It's got little ports here for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what they are for. But then you pull the legs like this, you take this whole section, pull it down, and then you just want to, these pieces, so they've got a section here and a section right there, and these two tabs here and there on both sides are going to hook right in there. So what you want to do, what I found is easy, is you get them in like that, and then you're just going to push them right on in, and just lock them into place, like so. That's the front done. Then for this piece, you spin this all around. Look at that, it does have waist articulation, but due to how this whole thing works, it's not that great. It doesn't even, you can't even use it. So then you bend the arms, like so. You take these sections, bend them forward, like that. Alright, then you flip it around, take these arms, fold them down. They're supposed to peg into these little slots right there. I say that, but they don't really. And then you want to bend the arms, just like so. Then you want to take these little pieces here, and you're going to plug them in right here. Boom. And boom. Then you want to take this little gun, attach it like so, and plug it in right there. And there we have Chromia in her vehicle mode, and it does roll. Ooh, that's squeaky. Ooh, that's squeaky. Does roll though. Pretty nice vehicle mode. But again, the vehicle mode is nice. I will say that the vehicle mode looks a lot better than her robot mode. I have transformed it a few times, and it has gotten a little bit better. But even in this mode, it has some issues. Like these tabs don't really hook in all that well. You can see there's a big gap there. This side's a little bit better, but again, doesn't plug all the way in. And this section right here doesn't really. You can see this big gapage. It used to be bad on both sides, but this really could have used a plug-in or something to help plug this together, like a tab on the arm that could have hooked here to have held the arm better. Nice paint, nice silver clearage here, nice Autobot symbol right there, nice blue paint. Wheels again are nicely painted. There's the underside of Chromia right there. Nice front little guns right here with this nice little silver bit right here. And again, you can see that battle damage or just paint. Nice white paint right there. And back here, you have that. And again, this whole section here is clear plastic for whatever reason. Maybe because of this hole. I still don't know. But because this is all clear, this paint can scratch off. And out of the two that I found at Walmart, this one had the least amount of paint scratches on it. So there you go. And not really, it has this extra port right here, so you could put another gun right there if you wanted. But for comparison in size, here is Ironhide. right there. You can see that Chromia actually is a little bit longer than Ironhide by a hair or so. There's a nice look on the front. And here's Optimus Prime with Chromia. So you can kind of get a look of how they scale together. Alright. Not bad. So all in all, thoughts on Chromia is her sculpt is nice. She's got a lot of nice detail on her. The paint is pretty good. Chromia herself looks great. It's just how her whole transformation pieces are a bit weird. And she does have some extra ports here and here, so you could take the guns and attach. You could attach a pretty good amount of weapons. You can attach one there, two on this side, then two on the top, so she can hold a pretty good amount of guns on her if you want to. You can also, let's see, these can also be pinned on the sides due to this little pin right there, so you can do that if you want. Yeah, but again, pretty much all the other Siege figures, when it comes to their backside, is very clean. Like, Ironhide doesn't have a backpack at all. Optimus Prime's backpack's very flat and very clean. Same thing with Shockwave, Soundwave, Megatron, Sideswipe, Hound, Prowl. Everybody, even Ultra Magnus, all have really nice transformations. And again, that's because of the remold, the completely new molds that they have. And Chromia suffers from just a heavy remold of a figure that is not that great to begin with. So hopefully, I want them to do respect to the females Transformers as well. So hopefully, moving forward, they'll really actually make new molds for C, and the other females. So that has been Chromia. Hope you enjoyed the video, even though it was kind of negative, but hopefully just being honest with you about my thoughts on Chromia. Alright, so that has been this review for Chromia, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Until then, have a great day, and bye everybody.